If you are a Christian, then you are no longer under the law, but under grace, right? The ceremonial laws of the Old Testament do not apply to you, do they? If you are a Gentile believer, then you don't have to keep the law to be saved, do you? Well, almost. The early church faced those same questions. Some believers who had come to Christ from Judaism were going about telling Gentiles that they had to be circumcised to be saved. They were applying an Old Testament law to New Testament believers. And this was causing great confusion and anxiety in the early church. So, a group of apostles and elders in the church came together to settle the matter. This is what they decreed. For it seemed good to the Holy Spirit and to us to lay upon you no greater burden than these necessary things, that you abstain from things offered to idols, from blood, from things strangled, and from sexual immorality. If you keep yourselves from these, you will do well. This means that you may now eat pork. You may wear clothing of wool and linen woven together. You may consume second tithe wine products outside Jerusalem. But you may not engage in sexual immorality. That is, any act that defies God's commands about sexual relations. So, as a New Testament believer, you aren't under the Old Testament law, but you are under this New Testament law. Of the 613 commandments in the Old Testament scriptures, sexual immorality made it into the New Testament. Enough said, right?